Are you struggling with the prospect of others using your hard-earned intellectual property? Let's take a look at where your rights as an intellectual property owner intersect with the legal boundaries of fair use. This isn't just a legal issue. It's about safeguarding the essence of your business's innovation and creative expression. How do you ensure that your intellectual labor isn't unfairly exploited? When does someone's use of your work shift from being a legal right to a copyright infringement? This video will cover the complexities of fair use to offer clarity for businesses and entrepreneurs. Let's dive in. Copyright law is the bedrock of protecting creative works. Whether you're a software developer, an author, or a musician, it's this law that protects your work from unauthorized use. At its core, copyright gives you, the creator, exclusive rights to your work. This means you have control over how your work is used, shared, and distributed. Copyright law ensures that your hard work and intellectual labor are not used by others without your permission. The moment you create something and fix it in a tangible form, be it written down, recorded, or saved on your computer, it's protected. This protection is crucial for anyone who creates, not just large companies. It means your work can't just be copied, shared, or used by someone else unless you give the green light. For small business owners and independent creators, this protection is a shield that helps keep your unique ideas and creations yours. Fair use is a vital concept in copyright law. It's a legal doctrine that balances the rights of the creator with the public's interest. Understanding this balance is key for anyone who creates or uses creative works. Fair use is a provision in law that allows limited use of copyrighted material without the need to get permission from or pay the creator. But this isn't a free-for-all. There are specific criteria that determine what counts as fair use. For instance, if you're using a portion of someone's work for educational purposes, criticism, news reporting, or research, it might be considered fair use. This means a teacher can use a book excerpt in class, or a critic can quote a line from a movie in a review. The key here is that the use should add value. It should be transformative, offering new insights or understanding, rather than just copying the original work. But how do you know if your use is fair? It's not always clear-cut. The law looks at things like the purpose of your use, the nature of the copyrighted work, how much of the work you're using, and the impact your use has on the potential market for the original work. These factors help judge whether a use is fair or not. This means that there's no one-size-fits-all answer. It's a judgment call based on specific criteria. Understanding these criteria is crucial, especially for a small business owner or anyone managing intellectual property rights. Let's break down the key factors: purpose and character of use. This looks at why and how you're using the work. Is it for educational purposes or commercial gain? The law favors uses that are non-commercial and educational. Also, if your use adds new meaning or purpose to the work, like in parody or criticism, it's more likely to be seen as fair use. Nature of the copyrighted work. Creative works like music, novels, and movies get more protection under the law compared to factual works like a news report or a scientific paper. The law is more lenient with the use of factual works. Amount and substantiality of the portion used. How much of the work are you using? Using a small clip of a song might be okay, but using the entire track is less likely to be considered fair use. The key is whether the amount used is reasonable for the intended purpose. Effect on the work's value. If your use of the work affects its market value, it's less likely to be considered fair. For example, if you're using book excerpts in a way that could replace the need for the book, that's a problem. In the real world, the application of fair use can be as diverse as the creative work it covers. Here are a few examples. Google's thumbnail images. Google was deemed to have fairly used copyright images by transforming them into thumbnails for search results. This use was seen as transformative and didn't hurt the market value of the original images. Another classic example of fair use is parody. Think of a comedian or TV show poking fun at a famous song. They use the original work to create something new and critical, which is often protected under fair use. News organizations often use excerpts from copyrighted works for reporting purposes. This is usually considered fair use, especially when it involves current events or matters of public interest. With all of these diverse applications of fair use, navigating copyright law is more than a legal responsibility. It's a strategic step towards safeguarding your business's innovative edge. At Berkeley Law and Technology Group, we bring a wealth of experience, blending corporate insights with legal expertise to protect and propel your intellectual property. Ready to secure your creative future? Reach out to Berkeley Law and Technology Group today.